HBCU GO basketball is presented by Procter & Gamble. Welcome to the Queen City for some CIAA action. Johnson C. Smith welcomes in Shaw University, and Shaw is looking to make it back-to-back wins against the Golden Bulls. Let's take a look at the Tampax starting lineups. Tampax up to 100% leak-free protection. Desiree Smith is in the starting lineup, and also Zaniyah Ross Barnes for Shaw. Brown, pumping, driving, gives to Curvin, and she scores, plus the foul. Needs to play better, plays under control. Off the free throw break, Atkinson with a nice look. And now Tamia Shaw still circulating. Burnett from distance. Betsy Burnett, bullseye. Finley coming the other way. The dime down low to Deasia Atkinson. She has 5. In the reversal, Atkinson finds some space. Her shot just falls. Deasia Bell Freeman finds Kishana Brown. Baseline drive for Brown. That looks pretty for Kishana Brown. Skylar Adams stopped off by Shaw. Mahogany Collins shows off the range.
More to the score.
Speaking of stop, there's a takeaway. Williamson lays it in. Brown with the offhand. When you talk about the Division I transfer, she has those D1 moves. To the lane, kicks to Adams. She fires up a layup, and it falls.
Beautiful. And come back with a better attitude.
Shepard hits the top of the ceiling, and the first half comes to a close. Shaw in front, 29-26. We've seen, again, 10 lead changes, 5 ties, and plenty of blocks from Mahogany Collins.
Season was a big deal.
Zaniyah Ross Barnes, 4th in the conference in rebounds, showcases her skill on the offensive glass.
Defense right now is creating a problem for Shaw.
Westbrook with 2. And Jade Westbrook, her second field goal. Quinn finds 3, her second triple of the contest.
Sometimes people would say, okay, they're playing for season position. But after speaking to Coach Murphy, that is not the case, okay? Her team
didn't get a look. Now the floater finds a way down for Kiara Shepard, her first field goal for the remainder of the quarter. Ross Barnes had the mismatch, and she's starting to heat up, now has 6. Smith now has to go. Burnett wide open. Bucket for Betsy Burnett.
enough.
10 points now for Betsy Burnett. Alicia Quinn trying to answer. Cash money for Alicia Quinn. Kishana Brown fading, finds the bottom. Curvin has the post position. Westbrook gets it to her. Working on Zaniyah Ross Barnes. A bucket for Ashley Curvin. And Quinn just loses it. Now Kishana Brown, some room service right to the rack. 1-point game again here inside of Brayboy.
Coach out.
Atkinson gets the offensive rebound in what felt like maybe 6 tries. Shaw scores and extends the lead.
And then it's going to be decided who the winner is. Leave it all out on the floor.
Ashley Curvin heeding your advice. She has 12 to lead all scorers, and it's a 1-point game once again.
She had a fire underneath her, and she knows the importance of second half basketball.
Speaking of second half basketball, Micaiah Finley, her first 3 in this second half.
And then go down on the other end and get a defensive stop.
Good drive by Cameron Williamson, her second field goal. Burnett, good look, gotta have it, and she rattles it home. to Adams, 4 to shoot, and Jade Westbrook steals it for Johnson C. Smith. Right through the defense, and Westbrook for 2. 15 for Betsy Burnett. We're tied at 61. Clutch from the sophomore from right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Quinn and Ross Barnes with 6. It's Adams. Kicks to Finley. Does she get a shot up? Quinn cannot. That's the ball game. Johnson C. Smith downs Shaw. The final 63-61. HBCU GO basketball is presented by Procter & Gamble. This afternoon, we're in the Queen City for some CIAA men's hoops. Shaw University preparing to take on their in-state rival Johnson C. Smith, and Shaw trying to make it back-to-back wins against the Golden Bulls. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Old Spice 24/7 freshness from pits to toes to down below. We've already talked about Ashton Sherrill for Johnson C. Smith, but Javon Anderson is an excellent shooter for the Golden Bulls.
Defender in the post, you want him to wall up and not let your hands come down.
Vereen ventures up to the stratosphere to dunk that one down. McIntyre puts it in.
That's who I'd like to see get going early.
For Ely, rips down the rebound. Close quarter pass, ends up with Sherrill. You said he shoots better than 60% from the field. It's because of easy buckets like that.
Absolutely.
Anthony Williams with 2, gives to Sherrill. Bucket plus the foul.
There's a bucket getter again. You give it to him in the paint, he's going to finish it. Absolutely.
Ely, deep 3, splash. Christopher Ely, his first field goal. Mabeka, nice pump by McIntyre. Bullseye for Trent McIntyre, his second 3 of the game. Defensively. Nice look to Mabeka, and a boom for the Nigerian. It's Davis. Hudson, nice drive in the reverse. Wonderful for Orlando Hudson. Stop and pop. Too hard off the bracket. D. Barnes catch and shoot. And he hits. Third 3 made by Shaw earlier today. From distance, just 1 of 7. Dravion Scott scoots through, and Scott's with the fast break bucket.
Shaw and Hampton, yes, pretty much the same trademarks.
Splashdown for Dravion Scott. And coach is happy when that's the result. Ashton Sherrill, nice footwork, and scores. Kennedy, a absolute dime to Asa White for 2.
He's looking for a leader. That's what leaders do.
Dravion Scott goes into double figures with 12, his second 3. Ely fires right back at the Bears. To you, Ely from distance.
Getting hot in here, I tell you that. It is getting hot in here. No fouls here.
Bryant off. And Dravion Scott's 12 first half points to lead Shaw on the road here in Brayboy Gymnasium. Up right now for the Golden Bulls, Dravion Scott feeling it from distance, and Scott stays hot. Javon Anderson had a quiet first half, but he starts with a splash. Basketball, Coach Collins talked about his basketball IQ. This didn't take a lot to take that shot. He was left wide open, and it falls with the shooter's touch. Looking for Williams, shots up, and banks it in, and that's more like the shooter Coach Banks told us about. Williams, quick trigger, and He puts in another, his second three of the half. But he sticks to him like glue. Now Williams kicks back to Hudson. Good look. Bullseye.
That's unacceptable.
McIntyre throws to Vereen. And up the elevator for Jermaine Vereen. Now Anderson to Sherrill. And Ashton Sherrill scores. Plenty of shooters on the floor. This guy is one of them. Boom! Anthony Williams, his third second half three. Sherrill goes up, and we are tied. Williams from distance. Yes, sir!
Pass. He went to Williams. Right back, same action.
Anthony Williams with the three, but Trent McIntyre with the two, and we're tied at 62. Shot clock turned off in Brayboy Gymnasium. Javon Anderson holds for the Golden Bulls. 10 seconds on the clock. Anderson, stop and go. The fade, banks it in! 5 seconds. McIntyre doesn't get a chance. Timeout called by Coach Collins. Ball into Barnes. Now McIntyre. The jumper rolls off. Golden Bulls are victorious here at home. The final 64-62. The last lead for Johnson C. Smith was 8-7 with 14 minutes remaining back in the first half. But the lead with the Golden Bulls when the buzzer sounds. And the W for Johnson C. Smith. Wow, what a contest.